Welcome back to the Global Local, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me. For the guys and gals that's been with me for a while, what's going on, man? Hope you guys are doing all right, man. I wish your families are well. For the new guys that are new to my channel, welcome aboard. I hope you get something out of today's video. Now, today I want to give you guys an updated cost of living for the Philippines in 2025, and I'm going to base it off of a $1,500 a month budget. So if you're in that area of $1,500 a month, I made a cost analysis based on that budget. Now, if your cost of living is a little bit more or it's a little bit below that, it's just an average, man. I used a little bit of ChatGPT to get the numbers and a little bit of my own experience based on how I pay my bills here to come up with my analysis. Again, if I'm wrong in any way, let me know in the comment section and let everybody else know what we can do to be better. All right. Now, in 2025, the Philippines does remain an attractive destination for expatriates seeking a comfortable lifestyle, especially on a $1,500 a month budget. However, with recent economic developments, including inflation, tariffs, adjustments, they pretty much influence the cost of living anywhere across the world. So today I'm going to try again, give you guys a detailed cost analysis in hopes of helping you guys out, especially for the guys that are getting ready to come out here. If you've never been out here, this should be able to help you out so you can actually understand how to spend your money when you get out here. Okay. Now, first, I'm going to go over the currency exchange rates that gives you an equivalent of $1,500 a month. For Australian dollars, you're going to need 2,250 Australian dollars. For British pounds, you're going to need 1,140 pounds. And for Canadian dollars, you're going to need 1,950 Canadian dollars to equal $1,500. That I'm going to the $1,500 mark that I'm going to be basing this analysis off of. Okay. Now, these average numbers that I'm going to be giving you, they're going to be based off of decent living. I'm not talking about low budget living, where you're paying $100 or $150 a month for rent. I mean, decent, like you're in an okay area. You got some kind of security measures in place. Everything is okay with the $1,500 budget. Okay. And that is the rent we're going to start with is $300 to $600 per month, depending on your lifestyle and how you think you should live. All right. But those are the average rates for 2025. All right. For the utilities, and again, this is depending on how you use your electricity. You can average anywhere from $70 to $100 for utilities. That's water. That's water. That's electricity, and that is for your internet bill. All right. For your groceries, if you're a single person, anywhere from $150 to $250. That's going to the, grocery store or wherever you're going to go shop and filling your refrigerator up. All right. Dining out, you can spend about $100 to $200 depending on how you want to, enjoy your time or whatnot. Transportation, if you don't have a bike, if you don't have like an e-bike or something like that, you can spend anywhere from $50 to $100 in transportation just to get around. For healthcare is anywhere from $50 to $100. All right. And entertainment, $50 to $100 as well. Those are the numbers that I've gotten. Now, that brings your total to $770 to $1,450. Now, if you can keep your budget at the $770 mark, man, you can have some fun out here. You can save you some money and, really, really enjoy your life. And that's a decent living out here for you. You know what I mean? Now, me, myself, I really don't spend a lot of money unless I have to. I get out there and I get the bare necessities done, take care of the kids, make sure all the bills are paid in the house. But after that, I'm trying to sit down somewhere and see if I can make my bank account go up just a couple numbers. And, maybe one day I get out there and have me a whole bunch of fun. But at the moment, man, I ain't trying to spend that much, man. So, again, if you can stay in that $770 mark, man, you'll be all right out here. Even if you have a budget of like, $1,000 or like $1,200, Now, keep in mind that the numbers that I gave you today, they're subjected to change at any time, especially with these new tariffs and stuff's going on. I really don't know how that's really going to play a huge impact on the expat experience out here, but I do expect prices to rise. Again, the currency rates have been going crazy. They've been going haywire lately. And, just last week, a few weeks ago, we were up close to 59 pesos for one US dollar. Now we're down to 55 or 56. So, who knows what's going to happen, and all the other currencies that guess what, they're following suit right behind it. So, yeah, well, again, we don't know what's going to happen, but it's not too much of a difference that's going on at the moment right now. Now, I do have a few highlighted cities that are good places for expats to live based on that budget. And the first one is Davao City. You know, the cost of living out there is approximately $955 for expats. You know, it's known as one of the safest cities in the Philippines. Davao offers low cost of living, affordable housing. You know, you can get a good house out there, really nice house, probably for $485 a month for like a studio or something like that. You know, and again, it has a peaceful environment. It's ideal for seeking balance between urban amenities and natural attractions like Mount Apo, I think that's what's out there, and Samal Island. Yeah, man, that's a nice place, man. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've never been out there myself. I do plan to take a trip out there one day, you know, but yeah, that's a place that you might want to look at. Also, Dumaguete. The cost of living out there is anywhere between $800 to $1,000 a month, you know, and from what I'm hearing, it has a laid back vibe. It's a coastal city, is really popular among the retirees and digital nomads. Rental costs are low. A one-bedroom apartment probably can get for like $250 out there, and you know, and it does offer a peaceful environment, and it's a vibrant expat community out there, you know, and it's really close to nature. So that's one of those things that you might want to take into consideration should you decide to move out here on a $1,500 a month budget. Also, you might want to try Tagaytay. I know a lot of people say that's a tourist area, but it is cheap it is cheaper, you know, if you know how to live out there. I think they're starting around $950 a month, you know, basic living out there. You know, it's known for its cool climate, scenic view. You got Taal volcano right there. Me personally, I'm kind of scared to live out there because it is prone for volcanoes, eruptions, and earthquakes out there. But I mean, if you can handle that, man, hey, get out there and have some fun. It's a nice place, trust me. And you know, it's pretty ideal if you want like quiet small town atmosphere, you know, with easy access to Manila. But again, you know what I'm saying, you got to watch out for those natural disasters that do happen out there. The only good thing that I know about the Tagaytay is when it does flood out here in the Philippines, it's up in the mountains, so you really don't get flooded out there. All right. Another one that you might want to take into consideration is Cebu City. Now, out there, it's a little bit more expensive. It's, the average cost out there is about $1,260 a month for expats. You know, it has a bustling city with a mix of urban and beach lifestyles. You know, studio apartments average about $850 a month. That's what I'm getting based off the information that I researched on this one. But the lifestyle does offer a vibrant expat community, modern amenities, and, you know, a lot of recreational activities out there, you know. And the last one that's on my list is Baguio. Now, Baguio, that might be a little bit more expensive as well, you know. It's approximately $1,495 for expats to live, you know, but that's still within your budget, all right? But, you know, it highlights, you know, a lot of cool environments and, you know, a mix of urban and natural settings and stuff like this. It's really nice out there. I've been out there a couple times or whatever. Next time I go out there, I'm going to film, actually. And, you know, and it, you know, it's the summer capital of the Philippines, you know. It's really, really nice out there. That's a place that you might want to check out. I wouldn't just jump in there and start living there. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's a great place to be. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can actually save more money living out here in the Philippines to help you along with your cost of living so that you can actually spend the excess money on things that you like to do. You know, shopping at wet markets, using public transportation, of course. You know, the prepaid mobile plans, don't get these monthly plan, just go ahead and go prepaid or whatnot. You can save a little bit of money on that, and make sure you negotiate on your rent. All right, get a long-term rental agreement. You know, you'll save a little bit more money by doing that. All right, that's all that I have for you guys on this video. If you have any questions of me, please let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer your questions to the best of my ability. As always, love yourself, man. I'm always going to tell you guys that, man. Love yourself to the fullest, man. Enjoy your stay out here in the Philippines. For the guys that's never been out here before, I hope you get out here and you really get to see this place and fall in love with it the same way that I have, man. Until next time, holla at your boy. Peace out, bro.